Welcome to Let's Play the Arvs. This is episode 3, Charlotte's Party. We start off with Anya and Bridget visiting Beckett and her children. There are 5 altogether. Nicole, the teenager. Brian is the child. Jordan the toddler. Then the infants are named Jackson and Louise. Apparently, Beckett lives in the Goth mansion. Her children's father is dead, much like Blythe's. When Beckett comes down, I ask her to introduce us to the infants. Things glitch up, like they do, and I end up just cheating their relationships because the whole point is to meet them so I can make sure everyone is invited to Charlotte's birthday party. I feel like when a child to a sim has a child themselves and is on good terms with their parents, they should always call and announce the birth or adoption so that that child shows up in the relationship panel. Let's hear from the family members.
5 kids. 1 paycheck. A haunted mansion. Welcome to my life. Honestly, I don't know how I'm doing it, but I am. Okay, yes. The house is a little messy. I've got 5 kids under one roof. If you want spotless floors, hire a maid. But I love my kids, and I'll take chaos over quiet any day. My sisters are always there to remind me that I'm not alone. Even if they don't fully understand the mess my life has become, and I'm glad Mom's sticking around even if she's a ghost. Sometimes, I feel a little jealous that I don't live with them. But I don't think 2 circuses under one roof would be very comfortable. I was this close to summoning a broom to clean that place myself. Tam always said I was a bit of a slob, but no one should live like that. Poor Beckett. 5 kids in a house this size. No wonder she's overwhelmed. Watching my girls navigate their lives makes me proud and a little tired. They're strong, though, and they've built something beautiful here, even if it's messy sometimes.
I know Beckett's been through a lot, but I wasn't ready for that. The house is straight out of a haunted movie. Trash everywhere, and you can't walk 2 steps without stepping on a toy or something sticky. How do you even get sticky floors in the foyer? She needs help, but I don't think she wants to ask.
Today is Charlotte's birthday and we've invited all of the family members to celebrate. Someone already made a cake because when we wait for the caterer to do it, the cake seems to never be made in time. I get some music started to set the mood. I even have Bridget invite Damien, but he says he's busy. Turns out, he's the caterer. This is perfect because now Bridget can introduce him to everyone. He even comes in making a most excellent first impression by walking in and starting to clean up. I don't know if it's because of Anya and Tam, but for some reason both refrigerators in this house are broken despite being brand new. It takes a while for everyone to get into the house, so I add everyone to a group because that's the easiest way to get the Sims to cooperate. We struggle with the cake, because of the counter placement, then once I set it on the table Charlotte ages up and they all eat. Charlotte gets to know all of her new cousins and Beckett shows off her parental skills by putting her children's wants above her own needs. As everyone leaves, Jeremy arrives and he and Charlotte have a disagreement. He is upset he wasn't invited, she's upset she can't have a horse. What do they think?
My birthday party was almost perfect. Aunt Blythe brought the fun and the sports references. Aunt Beckett's kids didn't break anything, which is a miracle, thank the watcher. Mom introduced me to the caterer and said he was her special friend. I don't know what that is, and I'm not even sure I want to find out. When my dad finally came, we were wrapping things up. Aunt Beckett had already left and everything. So, I asked him for what I've always wanted, a horse. Could he be nice and get one for me? No. He just yelled at me and was mean.
Jeremy's showing up was not part of the plan. I wanted a happy, drama-free day for Charlotte. But he couldn't let that happen. Typical Jeremy. I really thought he decided to do the right thing and not show up. I mean, she wouldn't be the first of his kids he didn't show up for. He came late. Like so late the party was over, so I guess thank the watcher for that. I heard her ask him for a horse, which I mean we have the room for I suppose. But I don't know why she'd ask him instead of us. But when he yelled at her, I had enough and sent him home.
It was so nice to finally meet Damien. and in such a professional way. I didn't realize he was such a hard worker. You hear of normal Sims going on these game shows and assume they're just trying to get rich quick, you know? I'm glad he's not one of those kind of Sims. Of course Jeremy had to show up to ruin everything. But thank the Watcher he waited until after everyone started to leave. It was nice having Beckett over with all of her kids. I'm going to have them over more often. I've come to learn I really like to have a full house.
When I got this catering job, I had no idea it was Bridget's family. The name wasn't right at all. Apparently, her professional name is her mother's maiden name. Wow. So I did the job. It was nice to meet her family. Both of her sisters were there with all of their children. Man, I want a bunch of kids myself, so it was so cool being in the mix of such a large family. Bridget told me that Jeremy came over after everyone had left and made Charlotte upset. That makes me angry.
Let's have the couple go on a date. After Bridget showers, she decides to ask Damien on a date with her. He agrees and they meet at the local saloon called the Oak Barrel. They arrive and immediately start talking. It becomes apparent quite quickly, though, that Damien is sad about something. We hope it's not the grilled cheese sandwiches he thinks about. Myself, I wonder if he's still upset about Lawrence's death. He hardly knew him as far as I know. She keeps trying over and over to cheer him up, but everything she does seems to irritate him. She talks to him, flirts with him, compliments him. He even fires her up at some point, so it seems like things are working. So she flirts with him and flatters him some more. When he vents to her, she feels like he's really coming around. He tells her a funny story and even jokes with her. So, she tries to scare him because everyone thinks a good scare is funny, right? Well, he did not. Feelings hurt, he left the date. I don't blame him.
Oh, Pimboy Swobe.
I wasn't in the right headspace for that date. Bridget tried to help. I know her heart was in the right place, but I couldn't shake the sadness. When she scared me, it really hurt my feelings. I had to walk away before I said or did something I might regret. I feel bad about how it ended, but I know we can make it up to each other.
Okay, so the date was a total disaster. Damien was sad. I was trying so hard to cheer him up, and I thought a little playful scare would help. Instead, he walked off. I regret that so much. I really was trying to help. I don't blame him for leaving, no. I just hope our relationship can recover from this.
Bridget is telling her mom and sister that she's decided she's going to have Damien come spend a week with them.
Bridget asked Damien to stay. Honestly, I'm surprised she took the first step, but I'm happy for her. She deserves a win, and if Damien makes her happy, then I'm all for it. It'll be nice to have someone that I can talk shop with around here, and we'll really have a chance to work out our work rivalry. You know, this house is already a circus, and now we're adding another act. Let's see how it goes.
Damien's coming to stay and it's time. I think he and Bridget need a real shot at this. It's not going to happen with him coming over to work. Bless him, he's such a hard worker. It certainly isn't going to happen with them having awkward dates. I want more grandbabies in this house. I think it's good for her to have a partner to help her raise Charlotte too. The house is full of life, and having him here could add to that. I just hope it works out for her.
I asked Damien to come stay for a while, and he said yes. After everything, I feel like we need this time to really figure us out. It was a lot to think about, and a hard decision to come to, but I'm excited about it. Plus, Charlotte is thrilled about it. She even said she can't wait to teach him about horses. I don't know when she got so excited about horses. I think this will be great for all of us.